Hey guys, welcome back to the programming section of data engineering with Animesh. And today we are going to solve a very special pattern, which is Pascal triangle. So the pattern that you see on the screen is called Pascal triangle. And in 1 minute, I will explain you how to form this Pascal triangle or what is the speciality of this Pascal triangle. So basically, if you see any row, I am taking fourth row for now, or suppose I will take the fifth row. First column and the last column just enter one without even thinking anything. Okay, and in the center columns are the sum of the columns of the above row. Okay, so see, 3 plus 1 4, 3 plus 3 6, 3 plus 1 4 again. Okay, so this is what Pascal triangle is. You can stop the video and just check for every other row. It will be the same, like 6 plus 4 10, 6 plus 4 10, 4 plus 1 5, this 4 plus 1 5, and first and the last column are 1. So this is what Pascal triangle is. Now up थोड़ा सा समय बचाने के लिए to save some time, I have just written the code because it was slightly tough and I wanted to write first so that you don't waste time while in the video. So what I will do is I will explain, I spend my time on explaining you how this code will work. Okay. So सबसे पहले दो फंक्शन है इसमें, एक print Pascal triangle which is the main function, and inside this we are calling decide number function. Okay, so let us begin with the iteration. I am taking 7 because 7 is the number of rows that we want. So first iteration, पहली iteration में I would be 0. Okay, I will start from 0. J की value 0 रहेगी. In the first iteration, if you see, it will run from 0 to 1, means only one value 0 would be included. Then decide number कहाँ के लिए run करेगा? Decide underscore number would be run is equals to 0, 0 के लिए रन करेगा. ठीक है, अब डिसाइड नंबर के अंदर चलते हैं. यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल हमने लिया है num is equals to 1, so I will directly take num is equals to 1. If k हुआ, ये j की वैल्यू एंड n हुई i की वैल्यू इन द फर्स्ट लूप. If k is greater than n minus k, नहीं, दोनों 0 0 है, so if condition would be false, so हम यहाँ पे एंटर नहीं करेंगे. Decide number में भी एक I loop है. This will, it is running from 0 till k. So k is our 0 for the first iteration. So 0, 0, it means this will not run. So we will be directly returning num, which means 1 would be directly returned. See, num is equals to 1. So our first row is now taken care of, which is 1. For second iteration, I becomes 1. J will have two values, that is 0 and 1. So decide number will run like this from 0 to 0 and from 0 to 1. I hope you are understanding because I am going one by one. So now first for 0, 0, num remains 1 again, and this 0, 0 will again go through the same formula. This if will not be satisfied, this for loop will not be satisfied, so it will directly return 1. Okay, now for 0, 1. Oh, sorry, decide number would be not 0, 0, it would be 1, 0. I beg your pardon, it would be 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay, now let us see with 1, 0. Is k greater than n minus k? No, it is not, because 1 minus 0 is 1 and k is 0 as of now. So it is not greater than n minus k. Okay, k is the second value. Okay, so it will not be satisfied and it will again run from 0 to 0. It means loop will not be executed, so it will return 1 only. Okay, so it was my mistake, I took it 0, 0, but still there will be no loop running and it will print this one. It will return this num 1. Okay, now let us see for how it will work for 1, 1 time. So now n is equals to 1, just I will write it here. N is equals to 1 this time and k is equals to 1. Okay, now is k greater than n minus k? Yes, k is greater than n minus k because n minus k would be 0 and k is 1. So k is greater than n minus k. So what would be the value of k we will take? We will take k is equals to n minus k. So what would be k here? K would be 0 again. So hashtag k is equals to 0. And now if we go from 0 to 0, again this loop will not run and we are directly returning num. So again only 1 would be returned and we would get this value 1. Okay, so you see, now my these two row has been taken care of. Now on my next iteration, I becomes 2. So I will just write 2 here and now I will get 3 values 0, comma 1, comma j will run from 0, comma 1, comma 2. Okay, the side number would be 2, comma 0, 2, comma 1 and 2, comma 2. Okay, now first n for the first decide number, it will run n is equals to 2 and k is equals to 0. Num is 1 again, no problem. Is k is greater than n minus k? No, k is not greater than n minus k. Then I 0 comma 0. Again for loop and if will not be executed and I will directly return num, which is 1 again. So my this row is, this column or this value is sorted. Now let us see for the second time. For second time, k n is equals to 2 and k is equals to 1. Okay. Is k greater than n minus k? What is n minus k? 2 minus 1, 1. No, k is not greater than n minus k. Okay. So if is not executed, it is equals to n minus k, but not greater than. So if is not executed. Now here the k is still 1 as of now. From 0 to 1, loop will run one time. What is num here? Num is equals to 1. So 1 into, I will just write here, hashtag 1 into, what is n? N is 2 minus I. N is 2 minus I. And what is I? I is equals to 0 because we are starting this I loop. Okay, it will run from 0 to 1, means only one run would be there. So I is I start 2 minus 0, which means it is 2 only. Okay, I minus 2 minus 0, which is 2. So num becomes 2 here. So num is equals to 2 and num integer division I plus 1. What is I? I is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So it would be like this, hashtag num divided by 0 plus 1. And what we are going to get? We are going to get num was 2. So 2 integer divided 0 by 1, we will get 2 only. So, and we are returning that num. So again, 2 would be returned and this value has been taken care of. Now for the last, this value, it will become 2 comma 2. N is equal to 2, k will be equal to 2. So k would not be greater than n minus k. 2 minus 2, yeah, and k would be greater than n minus k. Sorry, 2 minus 2 would be 0 and k would become n minus k. So k would be become 0. So again 0 comma 0, this loop will not run. So no execution. So I can remove this. There would be no execution and we will directly return num. So which is 1. So that is how your loop will keep on working. My suggestion to you is that for Pascal triangle, though as a programmer I don't have to say this, but still I will say these type of programs, if comes in your interviews, it would be slightly tough to tackle the solution then and there if you're not practicing programming every day. So for this type of questions like Pascal triangle, which have something special in it, try to memorize the main coding. What is the main coding here? It is the decide number function, that how it is working. Practice it 2 and 3 times and it would be stored in your subconscious, and whenever this question comes up or similar question comes up, you will be able to solve. So slightly mugging up is okay, there's no problem in slightly mugging up for interviews. So I hope you have understood this question. It was slightly tough. I tried my best to explain it by going through every iterations. But again, if you have any problem with this question, just drop in a comment and promise the very next day there would be another video for you. So till then, keep practicing, keep learning, and goodbye.